We've been married 42 years last year. It'll be 43 years this year. We've got 4 children of our own, and we've got 6 grandchildren. We fostered approximately 15 children. We thoroughly enjoyed our children coming to us, and some children were so distraught when they come to us, and before they leave, we could see happy children going away, because we gave them love and we gave them security and, all what children need. We gave a fostering because we had a business. We went into a business, and so we didn't think we could give a child what they wanted then, because the business had take up most of our time. 2007 we sold our business, and we decided we would go back into fostering because we enjoyed it. We chose Derby City Council because we had fostered with them before. We knew we had a good track record with Derby City Council, and so we applied. Derby City Council knew that the children we would be fostering would be about 8 years old, no older. We had done about 4 months in the assessment period when one of the questions we were asked, and they said if a child of that age come to us and told us that they're homosexual, what would we do? We've always said we would love any child that comes to us. It doesn't matter what they are. They said, well, children do when they come into foster care, because some of the children are damaged. If a child come to us, then we would have to work it out what to say, but we would give them unconditional love.
Mrs. Johns called me up. She said, we're going through the fostering process with Derby City Council. However, we've come to a stumbling block because of the issue about homosexuality. So we took down all the details and we took it from there, never expecting really to end up in court almost 3 years later.
The social workers then said, would you not tell them that it's all right to be homosexual? So we said, no, we couldn't do that because we are Bible-believing Christians. So we really couldn't tell them that. And she said, well, you would have to tell a child that.
I think over the past few years, things have changed dramatically in Great Britain. From Christian roots and from many of our laws being based on Christian perspectives, we are moving to pushing Christians out of society. So when it comes to issues like homosexuality, marriage, raising children, expressing your beliefs in public, the law is saying that's going to be very difficult for you.
When we went to the courts to ask the judge for a clarity, because the question that was being asked from our solicitor to Derby City Council was, does Christian have to compromise their faith? That was the question that was being asked.
The commission said that Christians will be infecting children.
Our faith was put on trial here because they want us to compromise.
What the judges have said has huge implications for Christians and other people who feel that actually homosexual practice is not right and it's not something they want to encourage a child who is homosexual to be. If they turn around and say no, will they get anywhere with the fostering and adoption process? It seems unlikely after this judgment.
We just want to give a child a good home. And there's so many children out there that wants a good home. And we thought we had that. I've been made to take second place in England. We are no longer on a level playing field. Even during our assessment, we were told not even to take children to church. If we had children here, we couldn't take them to church as Christians.
My wife could go to church in the morning, and then I go in the afternoon. There'd be always somebody there to look after the child. But they said, no, we couldn't do that.
It was not even taking the child to church. They did not want us to go to church while that child was here.
I think one of the underappreciated threats that the homosexual agenda represents is the threat to parental rights. Now you think about, well, that's just foster children. But in short order, there are going to be implications for adopted parents. How long is it going to be before the government says you cannot adopt children if you do not believe in the normalcy of homosexual behavior? Eric Holder, the Attorney General, when he said that the administration was no longer going to defend the Defense of Marriage Act, You know, he made it clear that he believed people who support natural marriage are motivated by animus, that was his word, and by stereotype-based thinking. So in other words, in his mind, if you support natural marriage, this is the Attorney General of the United States of America, if you support natural marriage, you essentially are a homophobic bigot. That is proof that you have hatred toward homosexuals, you have animus toward them. So I think there is this huge threat to parental rights. And again, I think American parents are kind of asleep in the light on this issue.